Yo, 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 yo. What's cracking, everybody? Outlaw here, Dads After Dark. Speaking of what's cracking, I'll tell you what's cracking. That's the top of this brute can on this second rodeo I'm enjoying right now. Second rodeo, you got that right. That's Lost 40, buddy, all day, every day. Let me tell you a little bit about that Lost 40. Tell you how you get some. You go by their tap room over there at 501 Bird Street, Little Rock, Arkansas, 72202. Walk in with a growler. Let them fill one up, fresh off the taps, right there at the bar. Check them out on the inner tubes, www.lost40brewing.com. Give them a call, 501-319-7275, or get on the social media. Track them down on the Instagram, look them up on the Facebook. Whatever you do, just make sure you tell them Dads After Dark sent you. Get by there today. Hook yourself up with some Lost 40. Bicycle.
After dark, grilling in the park, making back ribs on the grill. Me and my wife, Netflix and chill. Sweet tea, roller cooler, lawnmowers, blah blah blah. Mom's in the morning, they talking, it's kinda boring. Bourbon, Velcro, New Balances, tatted on my nose. Mickey G, funny packs, that's on me. Blue jean shorts, yeah, that kinda short. Dads After Dark, Dads After Dark, Dads After Dark. Dads After Dark.
And welcome to Dads After Dark Radio. It's a Monday, 7:06, November 14th. How we doing, boys?
We doing.
We doing.
We are doing.
We are doing. Welcome to the show, everybody. I'm your host, Mikey G. Thanks for tuning in. Got Smokestack Rodney Lewis back from vacation.
Hey.
Not really vacation, but
No, that was work, but whatever.
where you were in Minnesota?
Minnesota's.
Minnesota's up playing in the snow.
We got some mini sodas.
There wasn't any snow up there.
No snow?
It was about like this.
Really?
Till we left out that Friday, and then it was dropping, and they were supposed to get like 14 inches or something.
Really? Well, we're glad to have you
hell
back,
out.
buddy. We missed you.
Glad to be back, buddy. Glad to be back.
And we got the outlaw, Shane Preator.
Where's he at?
Right. That's you. You is him.
You be him.
I forgot. I hadn't been that guy all day.
I've been somebody different all day.
I've been in the woods stalking Bambi.
Oh yeah.
Stalking
Yep.
Bambi.
Actually, I've just been sitting in the stand waiting on Bambi to come on through
You've been playing hooky from work today, haven't you?
all week.
Well, it's only been one day so far.
Yeah, no, it's been great.
Feels like to the end.
It's been a long week, guys.
kept Chase out of school today.
For educational purposes.
Well, yeah.
Yes,
Yeah,
We're
yeah.
learning life. We're learning how to fend for yourself.
Learning them life lessons, man.
We
this,
skipped
man.
school today. We
Well, I thought it would fit. It don't fit.
What's it do? Narrow it at the bottom?
Oh, I thought it would fit.
we
I guess it would be them skinny ones.
Yeah, gonna be them little.
Oh,
I should have brought some.
we skipped school today,
Might be one or two
and
left over.
we went hunting.
You went hunting? Did you find anything?
Yeah, we had a little old button buck come on in there and say hi to us. It was
It's
pretty
some
cool.
of the bitch. Just
How
do
did
a
yours-
regular old can too.
How does yours fit?
It won't do a 16-ounce can, but it'll do a regular can because it's got that nip.
Oh,
that
down at
little-
the bottom. I see what you did. Okay.
It's made for that though.
That
That's neater than mosquito right
I
there.
like it. That is a real deal Holyfield.
And then it'll do them little cans like I
It
did.
is them little ones
Yeah,
and
the
do
little
these.
skinny
I
ones.
should have
Yeah.
brought a couple. I didn't bring them.
That's pretty cool right there. But yeah, so I've been hunting all day, and then come home and spent 3 hours processing deer meat. You know what? I'll tell y'all this right
I heard
now.
it was kind of a process.
for
Look at that.
those-
That's a handle on it.
Dude, get out of here!
What? It sure as hell does.
Get out! I can hang that in my deer stand.
I think I broke mine.
Good job, idiot. That's cool.
Oh, hey, pinky's up.
That is sweet as all. I tell you what now.
I tell you what.
Well, you know what? We got since we're sitting here messing with these
We're
cups.
playing with these.
Where do we get these colors?
These cups came courtesy of Jennifer Stout.
Hey, Tim said, by the way, he didn't miss you at all.
Who's Tim?
Acres.
Oh, hey.
He said, "I missed you." Exclamation.
He said you called in sick. You're fired.
Oh no! At least I called in. I'll come back.
He was educationalizing Chase.
So yeah, we hunted today, and then the rest of the week it's me. We kept him out of school today. I'm gonna go do some scouting and walking around. But no, these cups right here, these Yeti koozies cups, they're like a 3-in-1. But Jennifer Stout, who is Ronnie's family member and caretaker, she shot me a message and she said, Ronnie loves you. She said Ronnie loves y'all. She said y'all are always doing great things for the community, and she goes, I want to give y'all a gift. And I was like, okay, sure. We won't. I mean, we don't expect that, but I'm not going to tell you no.
Yeah.
So she was going to do the logo white on a black cup, and she was having issues making it happen. So
I like these. These fine.
Yep. So she's like, hey, she sent us all deer antlers. Mine's got deer antlers on it. And I said, yeah, the other two guys
Or
not
dumb.
really hunters. So
I'd have took it with the deer antlers on it.
I
It
mean,
wouldn't have hurt my feelings there.
I think antlers are pretty.
So, but it's pretty slick, man. It holds a beverage in here, and you can put a can in here. You can take this can topper off and put a regular topper on. It's got a neat little handle on it. So,
little handle, look at this right here. Watch it. You already seen it, but watch again.
Hey, it's off the handle, man.
That's the one you want to swing at son of a gun.
it's cool that she's she did this. We really appreciate it. We appreciate that whole family. They were part of many who came out yesterday to the chili cook-off.
By the way, I had a blast yesterday, man. That was
was
fun.
It was a good time.
Thank you.
I
Thank you
enjoyed-
to everybody who came out yesterday. Big round of applause.
Me and Rodney really enjoyed you serving us
The
chili all
samples
day.
that you
I
were
hate
giving us.
hate you guys.
That was great. Rodney came over. He was so excited. He was like,
Dude, it was hilarious.
Rodney was
I
laughing.
almost spit chili across the room.
I was like, bro, what happened? He was like, Glover. And I was like, tell me what it is. Tell me. I want to know. And he was
He was assuming you left again
Yeah.
or something. So
he says, Glover was standing there and he had a sample in his hand and he put another sample down and as soon as he put the sample down, I snatched it up and he turned around and I shot it. And I was like,
he
hell
said, "You
yeah.
mother."
I turned around like, where the hell? I'm looking all around, and Rodney's got a mouthful and just giggling. He almost spit it all out.
Dude,
man.
it was everything I could do.
Yeah, so
not to.
I had to get in on the action. I went over there, and sure enough, I wasn't even really thinking about it. And I saw when I looked down, he put his little sample on the cup on the table, and I was like, "Yeah, here we go." And then I snatched mine. It sucked because that chili I grabbed was hot as hell.
Yeah. You think he'd learned a lesson, but dude, he did not. Dude still was laying.
Oh
stuff
yeah, I
down
got
the
it
whole
about
time.
3 or 4 times throughout the day. It
He's
was
a
pretty
ding
fun.
dong.
But it was
Oh,
a
he's right
hell
there.
of a turnout. We had old Smoky Don's barbecue food truck out there. Not the actual food truck, but Mr. Smoky Don himself.
Representing his food truck.
We had the Twisted Noodle people there with their chili. We had Fat Boys Barbecue there with their chili. We had a
Hop
couple
Step.
people from the Lions Club. We had Darren Hops and his I said Darren Hops.
Darren Hops.
Darren Hops.
Darren Hops. Oh, Hops. Him and his folks were out there. It was a good deal.
It was a great deal.
Hannah D came in clutch with.
Big shout out to Hannah D and
Yeah.
Kim Cheeseman.
Yeah, we had.
Kimmy.
A,
Yeah.
There was a lot. I don't know.
Berry.
Shelley Berry.
Shelley Berry
Brittany
went like.
Mariner.
Shelley Berry went all Martha Stewart, and hey, I don't know if y'all got one of those cheesecake cookie
I
things.
did. They were good. They were
I did
good.
Holy
not.
mother,
I ate one of
dude.
those, and I had a little piece of the brownie, little bitty niblet of the brownie.
It was fire.
The brownie was fire too.
Yep, that was.
It was a
amazing,
THC
but
brownie.
There was a lot. Hey man,
We didn't tell anybody that when they bought it.
no wonder everybody was so happy.
They were excited. That's why the chili was getting eaten so much.
They dropped the beat and everybody started dancing. It was so cool. But
It was a good time.
It
Very
was
good
great.
time.
We
Thanks
had-
everybody that came out and supported it. And
Tracy over at Hope Valley Event Center was so kind as to let us use that space
and was there with us the
entire time. She was
Helped us
scared
set
something was
up.
gonna
I
get
saw her.
broke.
I saw her dancing at one point.
Really?
Yeah.
She had a good time. She was like, "This is really cool." Matter of fact, she was like, "I've got like we could do some other things around here if y'all want to get involved." And I was like, "We're always getting involved." So
But
Yeah,
don't
we always say we're going to take a break. We never take a break.
think if we actually planned something.
Yeah, that
Like
was
in
that
advance.
was like 4 weeks of planning, and we didn't even do it. That was Kim and Hannah. that
Yeah,
took care
think
of
if we
that.
actually planned something in advance.
I've got
Our planning just consisted of, hey, let's do this, and then they kind of took care of the rest.
Yeah.
I've got 2 ideas that
Uh-oh, don't hurt yourself.
I think would be really, really cool. One involves food, the other one does not.
Nah, the second one sucks in.
Yeah.
If there's no food involved, me and Glover's out.
Yeah, count me out, dude.
It'll be pretty sweet. But
If there's any setting up tables or anything, Glover's out for sure.
100%.
That is literally the only thing you guys did.
Are you? Whoa.
Okay,
Whoa.
That's the only. What did you do without me? You picked up tables. You brought them in.
Unloaded tables.
Unloaded tables.
Loaded the trough full of drinks.
It wasn't full of drinks.
We loaded 6 or 8.
There was 10 cases of drinks in there.
Yeah, but you put them in there once you got it in there. You didn't like.
Well, duh.
We had to carry. I had to load all that stuff up by myself at home in the truck.
We're not dumb.
God.
You didn't help with that.
No, I didn't help with that. I didn't.
And then I had to drive over there by myself.
Do you need me to wipe your butt for you?
No, but you could clean the chili out of my freaking floorboard.
So is he good?
To our defense, we put out all the tables at the dunk booth too when you were absent.
No.
100.
For
100%.
Dude, the round tables.
Every bit of them, we did it.
You and I did it
We
together.
did it all by ourselves.
Facebook changed
We
our
did it all
page.
by ourselves.
He didn't even do the tables. You and I did the tables.
Why is our logo to the left now?
Must have updated or something. I don't know.
What are you talking about?
Logo's to the left. It's always been in the middle.
To the left, you know?
I don't know.
I don't either.
I like
Whatever.
it to the left.
I don't.
But yeah, so basically every time we've set up tables, you disappeared.
No, that is not true. You
That's
and I did the
100% true.
tables at the last
100% true.
fundraiser. At the
100% true.
while he was doing other stuff. You and I did the tables.
All right, maybe. I'll give you that, but you didn't yesterday.
Because those tables were effing heavy. Those round tables. Shit.
Torres,
Those
what
tables
up, dude?
yesterday over there, the big wooden ones that were in the. Did we put the other one back in the damn place?
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah. Is there?
I forgot all about that.
Hey,
we
by
moved
the-
one out back.
Did you? Did one of y'all come across my extension cords? By the way, it was like a green 3-prong extension cord.
He had a 3 green
I
prong
have.
one when we got there.
I had a.
I had a
green-
couple black ones and a green 3-prong one.
Did you get
What do
any
you
of
mean
them back?
3-prong?
Like it had 3. It had a 3 head on it.
I've got one, but mine's got
Duct taped together.
mine's
or
electrical taped up
together.
because the dog chewed it in half.
No,
Poor
the one that
dog.
was because I didn't get it, and I think it got left there. So
You had to
There
go-
wasn't nothing left
no, I was
behind.
gonna say somebody got it. So I just don't.
It
know
may
who got
be in my garage.
Might have got thrown in.
I need it. The only reason I say I need it because it's great for Christmas lights at the house.
That never get
They
put
still
up.
sell them.
They right. I bet
I
it
hate
stays
you.
by its
God, I
batteries.
hate you.
They sell those still. I mean, it's not
Speaking
like they
of,
quit
we've
making like he's like, hey, babe, the extension cord didn't make it back from Chili Cook-Off, so guess what? No Christmas lights this year.
Oh, that's a great excuse. I hate putting up Christmas
Dude,
lights.
I will not. I will not do it.
Really, just like you weren't gonna get the Christmas stuff down from the attic.
Yeah, and it's still in the same damn spot when I got it down. It's still sitting in the same spot because Halloween's still up. Moving on.
Yeah.
Moving on.
So
get
back to the
fired
fundraiser.
up.
Go back to the fundraiser.
We
We raised some fun.
it was amazing. It was a good time. The Teresa over at Fat Boys Barbecue won the $100.
They beat Hopstep by 1 vote.
One vote.
No, they beat my wife by 1 vote.
Oh, was it you by 1 vote?
Yeah,
They beat them by like 2 or 3.
So yeah,
It was right there. Them last 3 were right there, like 3 votes, I think, or 4 votes.
Ben
that separated the
Ben
whole
was
thing.
mad because I bribed him that if he sat over there and served the chili the whole time, that I would let him keep the prize money if we won. And we lost by 1 vote.
So you owe him,
No, I don't owe him crap.
dude.
If he would have hustled more, we might have won.
You're right. He was over there eating the Fritos.
This is the second time this has happened because I looked at everybody's pots of chili, and I had basically 2.5 scoops of chili left, and I lost again.
I don't know. I ate a big ass bowl of yours right in the
and I'm
beginning.
not saying your chili wasn't good because it was delicious. But part of it, when Mary first
So
started
the-
serving it, she was giving out giant.
She gave.
spoonfuls.
I walked around the corner and I looked. Oh no! I looked up and we had those styrofoam bowls. I looked up and there was this little old lady walking away with it, and I was like, and I just kind of looked at Mary and I was like all big eyed and I was like, "What are you doing?" And she was like, "She grabbed the bowl and just put it in front of me," and I was like, "We can't do that."
You should have said no, ma'am.
And then
no.
the lady
Slapped
standing
it
there.
out
I
of her hand.
can only serve 8 people.
The lady standing there, the other little old lady, she picked up her bowl, and I was like, "Oh no, we can't do that." I was like, "I'm sorry, this is," and then she was like, "Well, And I was like,
'Cause-
oh my
and
God. I was
explaining
like,
it to the people at home that weren't there, we had little portion cups, like little 3 ounce.
yeah, you got like 3 bites out of it.
well, you got 3 or 4
perfect.
bites. It's a sample, and you could go back and get more.
Shane
Nobody,
had to break the little old lady's heart.
No,
She's
she
still
looked at
standing there
me.
like, what the?
She goes, and then Mary goes, well, I already give her friend one. And then that lady goes, and I'm 79 years old. I said, then you
Yes,
can have
ma'am.
a full bowl.
Yes,
and
ma'am.
Shane goes, I don't care. Get
And then
get them out here.
what he don't know is I watched them same 2 old ladies take about 3 bites and they trashed
They
it.
did.
I'd
Too.
have been pissed off.
They were like, I'm full.
Like this chili sucks.
Mary's mom was like, did you make that? I was like, yeah. She goes, ugh.
I love. By the way,
she hates smoked anything.
by the way, I love Mary's mom. I
Thank
love
God she
Miss-
wasn't trying to.
Miss Nancy, I love you to death. When you get to a certain age, you no longer have a filter.
Oh, no, it's whatever.
Oh my God.
Whatever you want to say.
Nancy was dogging everybody's chili, and it cracked me up because she didn't like any of them. There was something
She may
wrong
just
with
not like chili.
Well,
No, she likes chili, but she's basic. She likes basic
You should
chili.
have said,
She
well,
did-
the competition was open. You could have made some chili.
my favorite part is she voted for my wife's chili. Didn't like my wife's chili.
She just did it because
because it had brown sugar in it. She's like, I don't like sugar, and so she didn't like sugar. She didn't like smoked meats. She didn't like the chicken one for some reason, and she didn't like D hops because it was something. And I was like, okay. She was telling me all about it,
well, that one down at the end was a stew or something.
dude.
It was damn good.
That
though.
white chicken chili. I don't know who that was.
That
but
was
it
one of
was-
Cam's friends, or
I
I guess
don't-
one of the maybe the Lions Club people.
I
but
don't really think it was a chili. It was more of a soup, but it was
Dude, it was good.
freaking
Did
delicious.
y'all try her little pink looking cake cookies that she had?
No.
crack
Oh,
cookies or
my
whatever they were called.
Oh, they were cake cookies, just the pink ones. They like
They were little
strawberry.
bitty, right? Oh no,
Tracy
No,
said
no,
she
not
voted
those.
for yours, Outlaw.
Thank you.
you get no. You earn nothing by saying that.
I was
right
gonna
now,
say
Tracy.
you
I mean,
you were one of the 3. So
you're sucking up.
I had
right now.
16 votes. Thank you. It was great.
It was a good time. It was regardless who won, what happened.
Mary's
it was great.
like, I'll serve your chili for you. And I was like, no, I got it. And she was like, how are you possibly going to do that?
yeah, she's got a point.
Right.
she knew you were going to talk the whole.
Well, it was
time.
funny is every 5 minutes, Shane.
Yep.
And it was like, bing, 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 bing. You know, I was all over the place.
Now you sound like your brother.
Hell, Amber sat over and did homework the whole time.
She did.
Yes, she
Hey,
did.
Shout out to her, dude.
She was like,
that's-
I said, you can stay home. I'll take the kids. She's like, no, I'll come up there.
She wanted to come hang out, but she still wanted to do her homework, and that's freaking awesome, dude.
She better get on it today. She ain't done with it yet.
But see, that's why I put Ben serving the chili too, is because I knew that if I tried to sit over there, I was gonna have to leave like every 10 minutes. And I was like, man,
and
this
it'd be
is-
unmanned, and they'd be getting bowls.
yeah. So
Right.
I put
Oh,
Ben in charge.
chili.
I was like, Ben, you get to sit here, watch your phone, and eat chips the whole time.
Well, we did
was
great. We raised a grand total of $900.
Hey!
$900. We took 100
some-
of that.
And I don't want to interrupt you here, but
Oh,
I'm gonna,
sure you
but I'm gonna
don't.
interrupt you. Listen, but
I don't want
some-
to interrupt you, but I'm going to interrupt
for
you.
something that was 4 weeks of planning, for
And we set up all the tables.
Right.
Just to remind you.
4 weeks of
All of
planning,
them.
and I'm not saying the Hope Valley Event Center.
We might have even broke every one of them down, too.
But the Hope Valley Event Center is not a huge space, but it was perfect for what we needed it.
Yeah.
It's not in a central location. It was kind of out by itself, which is great. I got no issue with it. It's about to be a really popular location here in soon. But for something that we threw together at the last minute to raise $900,
That's what I'm saying. Think
on
if we actually
opening
planned
weekend of
something.
deer season too.
That is
Opening
true. I didn't
weekend
think
deer
about
se-
that.
Oh, yeah. We always have something that we're having to battle against.
It didn't matter. Dude, we could set a date right now. It's
Why
going to
do
be
we-
against something.
No,
I
it
think
was
we do
amazing.
it to ourselves.
It was fun.
We do it just because. The
Well, we're
next
just
one that
that
we
busy.
have is going to be, hopefully,
We
it's
got,
gonna be a baller
like I said,
one.
I got an idea for 2, and they're going to be epic.
We can have food at the one that we were talking
Right.
about
The
other day.
second one.
We could probably get some trucks out there.
Right.
And just
Nobody
have people
knows what the
buy
hell
it,
y'all are
so.
talking about.
Yeah. So, no, they're not going to either.
Yeah, we're
until
not telling because then
until-
somebody else
yeah.
will do it, and then we'll.
Right.
It's going to be the first
Shafted.
annual
First
East
ever.
End.
First ever.
Here we go.
But anyway, so we raised $900. We took 100 of that and we gave to the winner on top of a $50 Cravings gift card. Thank you, Cravings, for that one. So we have $800 left over. We will go buy a few essentials for the park.
Yep.
And then we need someone to go put up the lights.
Alvy,
Right.
That's the part that gets old.
That's an intern thing right there.
Right. And then we'll get the lights put up, and then we'll have to take them right back down. But,
Yeah. When do we got to get the lights put up?
I forgot.
December
14th, I think.
Is the lighting ceremony?
No, it's way
No,
earlier than
it's like
that.
the first weekend in December.
I think
She
the
said it the other
17th.
day.
Is Santa.
I don't
17th. Julie already took care of Santa Claus and got him out there, so he's scheduled for the 17th. I believe.
That's our deal.
He's scheduled for December 17th?
I think so.
Let's do it in the 16th. Call him, see if we can get him out there the 16th.
That would be hilarious.
We'd be like, what? We didn't know.
No,
He didn't say nothing.
That's your date. This is our date. We got this. But no, so they got that going on the 17th. We will get a list of events. We will call for some volunteers because Glover never helps.
Yeah, he also has never hung a string of lights either. Strand of lights up either.
That is not true. I hung all the ones on the fence last year.
Yeah, those were horrible.
I know, they
three
suck.
strands.
I even had to put zip ties on them. There was there was 5 strands, thank you.
It was every bit of 5, yeah. Me and Outlaw, I think, hung 3,000 on a under.
Up and over.
On the,
Then we ran
the tunnel.
some blow up things and some other stuff. Yeah,
I've got some more for the tunnel, by the way.
same ones.
Kinda.
They're
They're the same but different.
Where's the ones that we had for the tunnel?
They're over there on
They
the
can be
ground.
trashed.
Yeah, probably so. Because they
Or we can give them to Glover and he can put them up at his house. What do you think about that, Angela?
yeah,
Are they multicolored?
they
We
could
don't
be.
care. They don't do anything anymore.
I was
Remember?
going to say, are they multicolored?
They could be.
They don't do anything. They set in one position. Remember, we could not get them to change. One set will still change.
Right.
The other set would just sit there.
I want to plug them in, see what color they are. We may be able to use them somewhere.
Here's what we do: just lay them on the ground.
Yeah, more or less.
That's it.
Great.
Just lay
That'd
them
be
on
so
the
much
ground.
easier to pick up.
Dude. Those things, they're the first year we did them, they were badass.
Yeah.
They were badass. They
Yeah.
went with the music. They danced. They played around. People were taking pictures with those. The second year is like they
got
went
wet.
They went goofy on us. It was like half of them were working just perfect, and the other half just stayed on.
I think this year I'll have to put a box over those modules to keep them from getting wet and try that out. But
They're made to be outside, though.
yeah, I know,
But
that-
nothing's really
I guess
watertight.
there's not that much rain in that part of China where they're made. So it's
You're
okay.
probably right. They were cool, but I mean, I think there was how many was on each one of them strands?
I don't remember.
750 or something,
9,000.
somewhere around there.
Yeah, give or take.
There was a bunch.
How do you spell that?
What?
9,000.
9,000?
Shut up. We got that coming up, but
We're gonna need people to come hang lights.
we will
It's
need.
not a joke.
We may
I'm
need
not
some
just-
help.
Cheesy.
I'm not just saying that.
Cheesy can reach the tall ones.
Speaking of cheesy, his original.
I thought you were
that
going
he-
to tell. I thought you were going to tell a joke.
No, I'm too tired to tell jokes right now. The original that he did the other day or yesterday at the chili cook-off.
I asked him about it.
It was pretty epic. I mean, I straight up told him, I was like, look, I heard that song on the radio. His dumb ass goes, that ain't never been on the radio.
You do.
No, brother.
Down.
I could hear that song playing on the radio.
Tim Acre says 10,740.
Oh,
That's his
right.
house. His house has
He don't hang
10,000. Oh, yes. He took a
He
week.
hangs everyone.
He
up.
took a week off
For
work.
shit,
to
I
hang
wanna
them.
see it.
And he bought a lift to do it with.
Rented a
Tim,
lift.
I'm going to leave.
No, he bought one.
I'm going to leave some supplies on
He
my front
bought a
porch
Bought a damn.
so you can put up your Merry Christmas sign and all that. They'll be on that chair. You
Hey,
can
since
come
he
get 'em.
bought the lift, can he come at my house and help me
He
do it?
rented the lift.
God damn.
Tim, who the hell put your lights up? Come on,
Clark
be honest.
Griswold.
How much does it cost to rent a lift?
I
Oh,
don't
dude, they're
know, but-
cheap. I can get you one I can get you a 19 footer is all you're gonna need for your house. All terrain. Yeah, I could probably get it for about $130 for a day or two.
Really?
Probably about $300 for a week.
Right?
Really? That's not bad at all.
Nah.
I need to do some work on the roof anyways. That's not a bad idea.
He's not getting on the roof.
No, you need a boom lift.
He's
for
got
that.
all
You
these
don't have to
great
get out of it or
ideas.
nothing.
He's got a bucket list, and it's in the bucket.
What the hell do you need to do to the roof?
trash
I've
bucket.
got a little section up there that's leaking. I got a patch.
Yep. Tim did 100% of the
I'm just gonna put some duct tape. That'll work, right?
on your roof.
Get the Flex Seal. Dude, I've seen it. You can put a screen in the bottom of a boat.
He had a
It'll float.
50-foot lift
What the hell? How high's your roof?
up there.
Jesus Christ.
That's up there.
50 foot.
Where the hell do
Holy
you
shit.
live?
Over
Over yonder.
on that one road. He's got a mailbox.
Tim's address. Tim, shoot us your address so we can share it with everybody.
Oh, we'll be able to as soon as he
50-foot
gets them
lift.
lights. So
As
his
soon
lights,
as he shuts down NASA.
he's got his lights on a controller that will completely go to the
Isn't
music.
his brother something with some lighting crap or something?
Yeah, his
That's
brother.
cheating.
Well, no, it's not. He did it all himself.
Well,
and then,
I don't care. It's still
And then we
cheating.
found this website that
My
was
brother's
going out
in
of business.
prison. What can I get?
Rob
Do for me
somebody?
Nothing. Shit.
That's great. But yeah, he got these controllers from Browning, Heroes Behind the Line.
Oh, yeah.
He got a controller from Browning because Browning, his lights are pretty extravagant at his house. So Tim's will be one that everybody will be talking about on Facebook.
Shout out Tim. Or who'd you rent your lift from? We're trying to Hums.
I think it was Hums.
I don't
No,
either.
it wasn't Hums either. It was Riggs.
I don't have a 50-foot
Oh, yeah.
house. So.
It was Riggs. But
yeah, 50 foot. I need to get one. I want to cut some trees down at my house, but I'm scared, but I'm really not. I mean, if it falls on my house, I got insurance.
I'm scared, but I'm really not.
That one right in the front, that
big
some
one?
bitch needs to come down.
that tree.
Yeah, because it's great for shade.
Yeah.
But it's roots are kicking under the porch.
Yep.
It's starting to.
Yep. He got a price to get that cut down, and that's why it's still standing.
No, it'd be about $1,200 for that one by itself, probably.
Yep.
He said
Riggs and Benton.
Riggs and Benton.
Oh yeah, no, they're good. We did their cameras and stuff years and years and years ago.
That's not a bad
On their
idea,
big
man.
bus.
While you've got it rented, you might as well multitask and get multiple things done with it.
I know a guy that has a boom truck that'll bring it over there if I asked him.
But you're not going to ask him?
Well, I still have to get up there and cut a tree, dude.
Well, you can get up there and cut a tree.
That's a stupid idea.
That's
I want to hire
Stupid.
somebody that will come in, cut it up, haul it off.
It will
that's a good idea.
be
It'd be $1,200.
probably.
You can
so.
lay it down for about.
Hey, you find the right guy down the street, he'll do it for half that price.
Hey, how
You're
much
probably
is your
right.
deductible?
I don't know. That's a good
Because I mean, if your deductible's only $1,200, just drop that some bitch. Then you get all kinds of cool shit out of the deal.
Oh yeah, no, that's what I was saying. It's insured, but I don't know how if stupidity works into it. Like, hey dummy, you cut a tree.
Insurance
it's on
is
you.
insurance, man. You ain't seen that State Farm commercial?
I'll be like, dude, it blew over. How did it blow over with a perfect cut? Dude, you tell me. I'm not nature.
I'm not a professional. You shouldn't let me do this.
Who gave me the chainsaw, dummy?
Right.
I'm not nature.
But there's like 3 or 4 in the backyard, and that one in the front right there, I'd like to take out.
Well,
I mean, I do know a dude with a boom truck. He could bring it over there. We could do it, but that's a lot. That's for me a couple weeks of work because I don't have every day to do it.
no,
I
it gets
could hire
dark
a
at freaking
team.
4:30.
Not everybody could take off a whole week, right?
I agree. I could hire a team. Dude, they just did it. The neighbors around the way, they took 5 or 6, 7 of them out, and them dudes had that. They had those trees done in 2 days. 7, the base of them, some bitch had to be 15, 20 inches wide.
What you do is just have them.
He had them chopped on his trailer, and
Well,
everything was hauled and gone.
You save some money if you just have them chop it up and leave it laying in manageable sizes.
And you burn it off. I
Right,
get
yeah.
it, but who wants to do that?
I mean, why not?
But yeah, because that's where the money comes in. They'll lay the tree down for $500, $600, $700. The problem and cut it, chop it. The money comes when they have to haul that son of a bitch off. 'Cause
Right.
nobody wants to do that either.
Well, I'm ready for Christmas. I'm ready to go see.
I could
some
dig
of
a
these lights.
backhoe, dig a big hole, let them lay it over, and just bury that son.
See, I had a neighbor.
Yeah, then you'll have a bigger problem later. I'll show you. No, you'll have the tree will rot and then the hole sinks in. I may have one in my backyard. I can show you.
I'll put gravel in it.
I had a neighbor of mine a couple of years ago. A tree fall in the front yard, and dude next day showed up at my house. He goes, "Hey, you care if I cut that up and haul it off?" I'm like, "Go
Absolutely not.
for it. Hell no."
Hey,
Well-
you want your edit that one and that one and that one.
Well,
Don't mind
since
them either.
y'all asked, I got me a nice deer yesterday.
We didn't ask, but okay, that's
it
great.
it was fun. Chase was pissed.
It wasn't yesterday.
What's today?
It was Saturday.
It was Saturday. It was almost yesterday.
it's all running together.
But I took.
It was nicer than the one your brother killed.
I
I've seen
harvested the meat and I took the head over to Tim's European Mounts over in Landmark.
I know that guy.
Do you?
Well, I know of that guy.
Right. Yeah. So if y'all, if any of y'all are out
I
there,
heard he makes a weird sound.
any of y'all are out there in the market of getting a Euro mount done for your deer, whether it's something special or just something you shot, can we say that on here?
Can you get a Euro mount of a doe?
Yep.
Sweet.
Sure can.
What if my dog died?
Euro
Think we
mount
can do
it.
that?
He can Euro mount it. A skull's a skull.
He'll Euro mount that
That's
doe,
true.
but it'll cost
What
you.
about a turtle? Think you get a turtle?
I bet he could.
Tim, he was on here.
I bet he could. Was he?
Hey, he'll Euro
I'm
mount
not
that doe,
seeing-
but it'll cost you a couple bucks.
I'm not seeing any.
He
Oh,
got-
wait.
right,
Yeah,
when,
dude.
right when he got on here is when I said I was bigger than that one your brother got.
Don't
but
laugh.
He didn't.
Don't even
go back
acknowledge
in.
the fact
Yeah.
that he just said that stupid shit.
What did he say? I didn't even hear him.
So, Tim, I see Tim is
Sorry.
watching. That's Tim's European Mount. See, I see it now.
There it is. Tim's European
Is he an official
Mounts.
sponsor of the show now?
He is. This segment is brought to you by Tim's European Mounts.
If you're American when you go in the bathroom, what are you when you're in the bathroom?
European.
Tim's European Mounts in the bathroom.
We so Chase got his first ever buck. It was I call it a micro 4-point. It's really like a 3 1/4 point, but we'll give him a 4-point. That's what he
I've
said.
been telling my wife for years, 3 1/4, he rounds up to 4.
every time, every time. But
Again, that's Tim's European Mounts.
Tim's
You
European
can find him on
Mounts.
Facebook, or we'll give out his personal cell phone number.
We will,
It's 501.
What's his address?
Yeah, we got that too. Coming on next segment.
Y'all ready? It's 15. No, stop.
Oh.
We but yeah, so I took Chase's deer head over there, and it's pretty much ready. I dropped mine off over there today, so we'll have it back.
Pick him up at the same time.
Yeah, I'll pick them up at the same time. We're waiting on some placards to come in. That's what you hang the actual head on. But
You know, if you get a toothbrush, that won't happen.
it was cool because I told Chase on the way home today, I said, hey, buddy, I said, Daddy took your deer head over to Uncle Timmy.
No!
And he was like, you did? And I was like, yeah, you were with me, remember? And he was like, but what is he going to do with it? And I said, you know how Dad's got those 3 deer hanging on the wall? And he was like, yeah. I said, we're going to put yours up there too. And, dude, the smile on his face was priceless, bro. From ear to ear, you could tell there was a sense of accomplishment there whenever I
That's
told him
awesome.
that. So it was super cool, man.
He would have had that big one, but you took it and shot it before he got to
He was pissed, bro. He was so, dude, I'm telling you right now, it was a live lesson. We had to have a come to Jesus meeting after the fact. It is raining its arse off. But he,
Yes, sir. That's slit.
Oh, that is sleep.
it does sound like it could be slitting just a little bit.
Slitting.
I'll give him a
But
check.
he,
I'll be right back. Remember, Tim's European Mount.
So we're sitting in the deer stand, and I'm in a 4-foot by 6-foot box stand.
Yeah.
I've got a bench seat in it. I typically sit to the right. Oh, yeah. Is it? Weather update. It is now slitting in
Slitting.
in South Central East End. But we're sitting in that deer stand. Facebook tells me you're talking about Michael.
Yes.
Sure.
Sure. What up, Brian?
What up, dude? Good evening, Billy Blassingame. But so, all right, we're sitting in the deer stand, 4x6 deer stand. I come in last because I'm carrying things. I want Chase to go up there and sit down. So Chase is sitting to my left. I am in a pine thicket, and I have 3 lanes. I have one in front of me, one to my left, and one to my right. The deer he shot came in from the right-hand side, but it came in at the very end of the lane, which is about 100 yards long. So he came in. We had enough time for Chase to physically go around me and up over the top of me, and we get resituated, and then he was able to get the rifle up and take care of this deer. Well, this 8-point that came out, 45 yards, he just steps out into the lane. And he's like halfway there, and I'm sitting there staring at him for a minute. I'm trying to visualize. I'm going, okay, that's a deer. That's a dadgum.
Nothing gets past this guy.
So a hunter would understand that because they blend in, and only his neck was sticking out. And I was like,
okay. I thought the whole thing.
oh no,
okay,
no, only his neck was sticking out and his antlers, and whenever he never moved for 5.5 to 8 minutes or 12. He never moved. It could have been 30 seconds. And I was sitting there staring at it. And if you've ever hunted before, you can visualize a deer out of nothing. if you stare at something
like a mirage.
It is, dude. I'm telling you right now, every hunter in the world will tell you there has been a time they were sitting in their deer stand and saw a tree. And Tim did shoot a tree once.
That's for a story on the next one.
He mounted that son of a bitch.
We
Got it. Euro
So
mount.
I finally was like, okay, that's a deer. And then I'm nudging Chase. I was like, hey, buddy. And he's like, Dad, we're going to shoot it? And I was like, yeah. I said, I'm going to have to shoot this one. He was like, no, Dad, no, I want to shoot it. And I was like, buddy, this deer is like, it's coming out now. Look, there's no climbing over me. If you make the slightest little bitty sound, it's over with. He's on high alert. This dude is going to run.
Or if you spend 20 seconds having to explain it.
I get the gun on him. I'm looking through the scope. Just as I'm about to put my finger on the trigger, he goes, Dad. And I was like, dude, shut up. And he was like, I want to shoot it. Dude, that deer turned and looked at me. His tail went up, which that's called a flag. For those who don't know anything about hunting, that is his flag. That's saying goodbye.
My flag goes up
Yep.
from time to time.
His flag went up. His right foot lifted, and he's fixing to do one or two things. He's either fixing to stomp the ground, snort really, really loud, and haul ass, or he's fixing to just haul ass. Usually whenever he snorts and stomps, that tells everything in the area to get out of town. Something bad's going on here. That's their warning to the world. Man, the moment he lifted that leg up, boom! I hit him, and he was gone. Dude, he turned and ran back in the woods, and Chase is pissed. Like, really mad. Mm-hmm. He helped me find it. We did get out and go find it and everything, but he got over it. We had to have a long talk, and I had to explain to him that it's been 4 years since I have been able to take a deer because I have been doing all the work so he could take a deer. But so today, though, I knew today that our talk.
He just got one.
Right. But I knew, and it's different, dude. It was a
It's
big
a big old bug.
you know?
To him, it was
That would have been a shoulder mount, full-fledged on the wall for that.
That'd be a weird Euro mount there.
For him.
Whole damn shoulder.
That'd be funny. But I knew that our conversation Saturday.
He just mounted the tail.
The conversation that we had Saturday, I knew it had sunk in today when we're on our way home from basketball practice. And he was like, Dad, you going to camp tonight? And I was like, yeah, as soon as I get done, I'm going to camp. And he says, well, Dad, I hope you get a big one tomorrow. And I was like, that's my dude right there.
And he looked out the window and said, motherfucker.
Liar. I hope you get a big one run away from you.
Yeah. Oh, sweet. I hope it's a big one.
But it was cool. So
That you see running.
we have a thing at deer camp to where like the night before opening morning, they do first buck back, biggest buck of the week, of opening week, and then the biggest, and it's a women's and children's category. So it was a war zone Saturday morning. I mean, there was shots everywhere, and I never like get back to camp. Never raced. That was never in my mind. Like I was never thinking that I need to hurry up and get back to camp whenever I shot that deer. So I took my time. I went over there, and we finally found it. I drug him about halfway out, and then I realized I was in some pretty open
Cut his
timber.
testicles off and ate them right there.
I was in some pretty open timber, so I just ran back, grabbed a four-wheeler, drove it out into the woods. Had to get this big old deer up on the back of the four-wheeler by myself. I was like, all right, I'm going to get back
Chase
to
was
camp. Yeah, he helped a little bit. So
Said, Dad.
we're leaving the woods.
You shot it. Get it yourself.
I don't know if
Life
y'all,
lesson, Daddy. Life
if y'all
lesson.
have ever put a deer on a four-wheeler before,
I have not.
but they're very heavy and they're dead. They're limp. They're completely gone.
I tell you, nothing gets past this guy.
Right. So I had two bungee cords.
You son of a
Yep.
Come on.
I had two bungee cords
Get up
on there
there.
and put the bungee cords on him, and he's still like trying to fall off the four-wheeler. And I was like, you know what, screw it. Let's just get back to camp. So Chase is sitting in front of me, and I'm using my legs to kind of hold Chase in place. Chase has got one hand back there on the deer. I've got one hand back there on the antlers of the deer, and I'm driving and using the gas with my right hand. So everything, I'm one-handed driving this four-wheeler. And we're just cruising along, not even in a hurry because a big bump, deer's gone. We get out to the gravel road, look both ways, nobody's coming, no deer out there. So we ease on out the gravel road, and I'm trying not to hit potholes in the gravel. And I'm coming up on the road to where we turn left and head into camp. And right as I'm coming up on that road, I'm about 20 feet from turning left. I hear the gravel light up behind me like there was a NASCAR race happening. And I glance over the shoulder, and all I see is the headlights of a red side-by-side. And I immediately was like, oh, crap, he's got a deer. And I punched it. I look over to my side, and he is facing me, drifting, trying to come around me in the bushes with this side-by-side, dude. And I'm going to tell you, it was a race. I cut him off. I tried to force him into the trees.
Why?
Because he had a buck in the back of his. First buck back's $120.
Okay. That makes sense.
Yeah. So it didn't even register in my head until I saw his headlights that, oh, crap, he's got a buck. So, yeah, it was a race, dude. Like, the four-wheeler won. I made it. I got there. I don't know how. When we got there, I looked. Chase was still on. The deer was still attached.
That's when you bring it in, you slide and let the deer just fly.
Oh, it was great. We talked about
all the way up there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, man, you dropped Chase right there, back there on that corner. He's all right. He'll be fine.
Did I win?
It was good, man. It's we're at a good camp, man. I like my deer camp.
Let me ask you this, because obviously I'm not a hunter. I think that goes without saying.
Nothing gets by this guy.
Let me ask you this question, because I'm curious about this. So if you're like tomorrow, you're going back out there by yourself.
Right.
What do you do all day?
Play on.
Enjoy myself.
You get some earbuds and you
Whoa! I know you're by yourself.
Have you ever just?
Do you at least put some music on or something before you enjoy yourself?
Here's what I'll say. Do you got woods behind your house?
I do.
Just go
One
sit
day
out
when
there.
it's somewhat chilly
Like today.
and it's not raining, you can do it in the rain. Go out into the woods
I can enjoy myself at home.
to where you're not seeing anything or anybody. Make sure you leave little strings because your ass will get lost.
Get lost.
Just go sit down against a tree. Turn your phone off. And just sit there for about 2 hours.
I'd fall asleep.
You're damn right you will, and it's the best freaking nap you've ever had in your life. I promise you, dude. A tree nap, you can't beat it. You cannot beat a tree nap. I'm telling you right now. My son, who I have to force to go to bed, dude, he's got more sleep this week than he ever has.
I just don't know that I can sit there in silence for that.
Oh, dude, it's
Just
so
take
great.
some earbuds, pop you, and watch some TikTok. You'll be fine.
I mean, you're disconnected.
Is that what you do?
I actually don't. I like, so where we're at, I have pretty much, if I put my phone in one specific location inside of my deer stand, it'll get one bar. And it's got to sit there. So if I do anything, it's like I've got to reach over there and kind of, look at whatever. I guess that was sleep. But there's no service. So we'll play some games. I'll play some games on my phone. But other than that, man, there's no traffic. There's no kids, people yelling at you. It's you.
Well, and we're going to wrap up this first part of it in just a second, but I'm in my truck by myself literally all day.
Yeah, but you've got a radio playing. You've got people texting you and calling you.
Yeah, usually y'all.
It ain't about being by yourself. You still have contact with the outside world, right?
I was going to say, I'm by myself all day, every day. I like it.
Dude, sitting, I don't know. I don't even know how to describe it, but just sitting in the woods.
So go out in the woods and take a nap.
I used to do it when I was younger. I used to go hunt, quite a bit. And it was, hell, you just sit there.
I love it.
Most of the time you will start dozing off, and it's like every noise, you're like, oh, here comes one.
Yep.
Goddamn squirrel.
You'll learn.
God, dude, I snore loud. I would totally scare off one.
Oh, it don't matter. If you go to sleep, it's great. But you'll
never know if
learn
you're snoring.
that a 3-pound squirrel is 10 times louder than a 150-pound deer all day long. Yeah, it's unbelievable. But yeah, hunting it's great. It really is. But I like being out there with my kid, and I like being out there with the wife. Because it's in a I do got a bench seat.
And so he didn't have to. He didn't always have to enjoy himself by himself.
Right.
No.
No, we go out there and sit and play on the phone, and you got to be alert, because that's what I was trying to explain to Chase is these deer are on alert 24/7. Every step of the way, something's trying to get them in their mind. So it's real easy to make that, and they can smell. Their sense is crazy. They're their sight, their smell, everything, the slightest little move and it's over with. Yeah. So that's like that deer that I posted today. Dude, that thing was every bit of 10 feet from my deer stand and just had zero clue that we were there. So,
or he knew your aim. He wasn't really that worried.
Oh no, he should be afraid.
He was like, he shot my uncle the other day, so he don't want my little.
We now have 14 rounds missing out of a box of ammo. We have 14 deer with that. I've got 9 of them still in a baggie in the camper. So 10 and 11 are going to sit with the deer. I've got mine in my truck, and then Tim's casing or Chase's casing is with his Euro mount that he's going to get done. But no, that's Mary's daddy's gun, and dude, that thing
don't miss.
It's spot on, bro. It is. I mean, spot on. I learned that Saturday whenever because I had to quick shoot it, and I had the crosshairs where they needed to be, and I turned and looked back at Chase, and then I turned and looked back, and the deer started to get the hell out of Dodge, and I just did a little quick scope on him. I just dropped down and was like, brown crosshairs, boom.
Yep.
And it's a money shot.
Well, it sounds like you guys had fun. All right, guys, we're going to get ready to wrap up round 1 here of Dad's After Dark Radio. We're going to be back for round 2 in about 5 minutes. We're going to take a little pee break and get some refreshments and be ready back. So tune back in.
Back. See y'all in a minute.
Back.
Yeah. Dad's After Dark. You already know. Moms in the morning suck.
Dad's After Dark, grilling in the park, making back ribs on the grill. Me and my wife, Netflix and chill, sweet tea, roller cooler, lawnmowers, blah blah blah. Moms in the morning, they talking, it's kinda boring. Bourbon, Velcro, New Balances, tatted on my nose, Mickey G, funny packs, hats on me, blue jean shorts, yeah, that kinda short. Dad's After Dark, Dad's After Dark, Dad's After Dark. Dad's After Dark, Dad's After Dark.